Hi there, I am Vicente and I am from Viña del Mar, Chile. Before joining the Santander USA Summer Experience in Penn's English language program, I expected to improve my English, learn more about the United States, and meet people from different backgrounds. I thought English would be at the center of the experience. Instead, my greatest learning came from the people I met, the ideas I explored, and the assumptions I began to question. Before coming here, my image of the US came mainly from movies, social media, the news, and my previous trips as a tourist. I saw a country of extremes, both ambitious and full of opportunities, but also individualistic and marked by inequality. When I was younger, I dreamed of completing my bachelor's degree here. Later, after studying and traveling in Europe, I became more attracted to its sense of community and work-life balance. So I arrived in Philly, curious, but with mixed feelings. During these 3 weeks, the US became less of an idea and more of a real place. In the core course, American values and immigration stopped being abstract concepts. I began to understand the US as a country shaped by people with many different origins, beliefs, and experiences. I realized that immigration is much more complex than I had thought, and that there is no single way to be American. I was especially interested in the importance of freedom and individual responsibility. Individualism can encourage effort, initiative, and the belief that people can shape their own future. At the same time, it can create pressure and provide less social protection. I no longer see it as simple good or bad. I see it as a complex value with both strength and limitations. Positive psychology was the course that surprised me the most. I learned that psychology is not only about repairing what is wrong, but also about developing our strength and building well-being. My favorite activity was writing a gratitude letter and reading it to someone important. It told me how one simple action can have meaningful emotional impact on both people. I also discovered that humor is one of my signature strengths, and I want to use it to connect with others, lead teams, and face adversity. In leadership, I learned that leading is not only about speaking or giving instructions. It begins with listening, observing, and reflecting, and then acting. A good leader also makes space for perspectives that are different from their own. Outside the classroom, the friendships and everyday conversations were just as valuable. During the second week, I remember walking through Penn and suddenly thinking, I'm really here, studying at an Ivy League university through a fully funded international program. It felt, and it still feels, almost unreal. Now, as the program comes to an end, I do not live with a perfect or simplified image of the US. I live with a more human one. I am more open to living here in the future, but more importantly, I am more willing to question my assumptions, listen to different perspectives, and accept that societies are always more complex than they appear from a distance. This experience taught me that understanding a country begins with understanding its people, and that growth begins when our assumptions are challenged.
Loki, porque esto está encendido. A lo mejor se ha apagado una, claro. A lo mejor las ha apagado una.